welcome once again to this amazing podcast. You're welcome to this amazing podcast, To the Top with Ifetohprecious. Thank God it's Thursday. Hope you are making money. Thank God it's Thursday. Hope you are adding value to yourself. And as you all know that this program is an amazing program, very educating, entertaining, and mind-blowing. And as you all know that on this program, we bring amazing guests to show you, to tell you their experience, their growth, to explain their challenges and how they overcome them. We don't just bring anyhow people to this program. We bring people that you can learn from, that you can emulate from them. And on this show, we bring your favorite people, and we are here to ask them some questions that we believe has been radiating on the minds of their fans, and in return, they are giving us back-to-back answers on those questions. And thank you for the likes, for the share, and for your follow. And don't forget to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend to like, to share, and to follow. Thank you for always watching. Thank you for being here. And before we start the show, as you all know that we always make a shout out to the behind the scenes. Let me say behind the scenes. Those people that we work together side by side for this program. So I'm going to make a shout out to my mom, Iya Kombi. Much love for you. I'm going to make a shout out to my boss, Gabiem. My boss. I'm going to make a shout out to Topper Max. Thank you for your support. Much love for you. I'm going to make a shout out to your mystics. Thank you for your support. Much love for you. And to my graphics designer, Tolulope Baby. Thank you so much. And on today's show, I'm having with me an amazing person. And I'm super excited to have them with me today. I'm really flattered. I'm very, very much happy, like, to have them here with me today. Thank you for showing up. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your coming to this place. In fact,
Thank you for having us around.
So there's this adage in Yoruba that they say, I'm really happy, like, to really have you here with me on my program. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I really appreciate. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us around.
Oh, I'm all smoothly. Thank you so much, sir. And hope it was not stressed getting to this place, sir.
No. Even if it was stressful, I mean, this is where God wants us to be at this time. So it's fine.
I've got some questions that I would love to ask you, and I'm very sure you are also ready, fully ready to give me answers, like plain answers, not corny, corny, straight
Yes.
answers
Don't worry.
to the
We
to
are
the
very ready.
questions.
That's why I'm not buttoning up my collar. So that
So you're fully
I'm
ready.
fully ready.
Thank you so much once again.
You're
I really
welcome.
appreciate.
Thank you
And
for having us.
in fact, I don't even know what to say again, but I'll say I'll still say thank you so much for
Thank you for
coming.
having us.
Despite your tight schedules, like you still find time to honor this chinkly, this speaking.
This big, our big presenter.
Big. Thank you so much.
Thank you
So
so.
now, I always start with my first question.
Okay.
So that's the question. That's the first question I used to ask my guests, and that's just the first question. So now, before I ask the question, can you please introduce yourself? Let the world know the big guest that I brought to the program today.
My name is Alexander Akinola Ademuyiwa. So and my other brother is Anthony Akolade. So he's my brother. So we are Ogoluwa Guys Apala. So here we are today. Guys Apala.
So thank you once again. Thank you. That's Kokwaju.
Hello. What she did there?
So you said you guys are brothers.
Yeah, he's my brother. So
Twin brother or elder brother, younger brother?
it's my immediate younger brother.
Immediate younger brother.
Yes, immediate younger brother. So I'm the Egmont.
Eh?
So it's not easy to be the Egmont.
Wow. I actually I thought you guys were twins, so like
Yeah, people think so actually. You know, we are we're kind of artificial twins because
mm,
we share
it's Jora already.
Ajora. So and
Mm-hmm.
we share the same month. In fact, we were
Wow.
born on the same. We were born on Sunday, so the same week, just 3 days interval.
Wow.
And in fact, the same Agbebi, the same
Mm-hmm.
nurse,
Mm-hmm.
the same bed, the
Mm-mm.
same hospital.
Wow.
So so you can call us twins. So you prove it.
That
But not the same year actually. So
is
because I'm the Egbon. So
ah. This one you're proud to call yourself Egbo.
it's
Hey
not
God,
easy.
where do
It's not easy.
Wow, wow. So we not seeing your brother today. Hope
Yeah,
there's
we're
no
very
problem.
sorry for that. He had to attend to something on our way. So
Okay.
hopefully he's going to join us in this program
In this
before we
program.
finish.
Okay, okay. That's what if you may not come back. So I'm going to see your
Yeah,
immediate brother.
brother.
That's good. So now, let us. What do you do?
Okay. Honestly, this is a direct question. I'm going to give it a direct answer.
Uh,
We do gospel music.
Gospel, raw
Yeah.
gospel.
Actually, according to the genre of music, there
Mm,
is nothing like gospel music in the genre of music.
mm-hmm.
So there is hip hop, high life,
Blues,
blues. So
reggae,
when you bring in, the name Jesus in it,
inside.
when you bring in, gospel into it. So
Mm,
you are doing music. It
mm-hmm.
doesn't have to be gospel or whatever. So, but when you are using it to,
To
at
appreciate
least
God.
to yes, to exalt God and to acknowledge God in that gift. So that is when it becomes
Gospel.
gospel. You
Wow,
understand? So
wow. So you're into raw gospel. No it's just
honestly, let me be honest with you. You no matter how, yes, you can say you are a gospel music artist,
mm,
but I mean, the true gospel is not even in the church. The true gospel is outside.
Mm.
Because yes, now let your light so shine before men.
Mm.
So you are already a child of God.
Mm.
So I don't need to be, shining you with the light again. I need
Mm.
to go and show the people in darkness the light.
Hmm.
So calling yourself a gospel music does not really necessarily mean you are ministering in the church.
Hmm.
You can be a gospel music person. You can be a gospel person even at your place of work, in the bank, wherever. Just let your light so shine before men.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's the
Hmm.
instruction.
Hmm. 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 Rema. Wow. So, gospel music is, we can define it as a music that we use to exalt God. That Jesus' name is mentioned inside.
Yes,
So
yes.
that's gospel music.
When you are just, showing, the glory of God around. So that means you know, that is the gospel.
That's gospel.
The main gospel is actually Jesus.
Mm, mm,
That's the
mm,
gospel.
mm, mm.
So wherever we meet ourselves, just show that you're a child of God. That's
Oh,
all.
somebody say hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
So now, how is the music industry like for you?
Honestly, me, I didn't even want to do music. If I was asked I'm ministry will be 10 years this year. And if I was asked about 10 years ago, I
Mm,
never wanted to do music.
mm,
Not because I can't sing, but because I just feel like, do you really need to be a music person before you sing?
mm,
So, and for us to be singing Apala, it came in as a strange um, talent. So it wasn't as if we knew anything about Apala. We didn't learn anything about it. So it
wow.
just got to a point, that's why I'm saying the seed has been in you.
Mm.
So at a certain time, God will just, bring
Just
it
bring
forth.
it up.
So, and that was what really happened. And the music industry, honestly, God has been faithful.
Mm.
That's all I'll say. God has been very, very faithful.
There have been
And
ups and downs and everything.
there's a lot of challenges. Where should we even start from?
Start from anywhere.
So I'm going to start. There's been now acceptability
Mm.
first. People are used to praise and worship.
Normal.
So when we come in with our style of music,
Mm.
and it wasn't as if the style of music we are singing, you can't really compare it to the likes of Nathaniel Bassey's style of
Mm.
music. So those
Mm.
people are
Don't
already
sing
great.
when you come.
Yeah, so it is easy for anybody that is singing their pattern to climb on their platform
Mm.
to quickly get there. You
Mm-hmm.
understand?
Yeah.
So for us, it's more or less like you want to start from the scratch.
Mm.
So, and for you to start from the scratch, it means you have to involve God,
Mm.
because God is the only lifter of men.
Mm-hmm.
So if you
Yeah.
are jumping around people, just for people to, showcase you, to help you,
Mm.
wherever, you are just deceiving yourself.
Mm.
So that's why the God says, I am the God of all flesh. Is there anything too hard for me to do? So the same God that elevated those people can elevate you too.
Wow.
So, the challenges are there, monetary challenges are there too. Sometimes you really want to do something. And I think, monetary challenge is very rampant among creatives in Nigeria.
Mm.
Everywhere, not only in Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
So, people have, you want to do something, you want to produce a song and all those things. So, but the truth is, just go through your process.
Mm.
Yeah, the Bible says, "Etujuka tori motishek." So it didn't say you will not face those challenges.
Mm.
Just cheer up, because at the end of everything, it will end in,
Mm. There's light at the end of every
yeah,
tunnel.
yeah, yeah. So that's it. So whatever challenge you're facing, I don't see it as challenges actually.
Mm.
I see them as process,
Mm.
life. So
Mm.
even if you're not doing music, if you're not doing anything creative, you will go through life challenges in
Mm.
marriage and everything. Just be rest assured that there's a Jesus that can stop the storm at the end of it.
Yeah.
So so that's it. So there are a lot of challenges. We can a lot of challenges. And sometimes because you are doing gospel,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people are, how do I put it? In the gospel, not everybody really understands what it really is, to appreciate people and all those things. So there are a lot of challenges from people and, all sort of things, but we should just glorify God in everything.
Hallelujah. Actually, to become great in life, there's some there's some difficulties and challenges
Yeah, absolutely.
that it is, let me say, important. Yeah, challenges are important, sha.
Yes,
That
honestly.
because if you don't face any challenges, there's no story that you can write. There's no story that you can tell.
Exactly. The
So,
beauty of this light is because there is darkness.
mm,
When there is when this place is, let's say this whole place is, full of darkness.
mm,
So it is, let's call the darkness the challenges.
mm,
So they are part of, even before the creation of heaven and earth. I mean, there was darkness in the holy earth.
mm,
So it was when God, gave a command, let there be light, and there was light. So, and
mm,
that is how our lives are as, living being, because we are going to go through these things.
mm,
It's just normal. Even if you are from the Davidos, from the Dollars, at some point you will face one or two challenges in
mm,
life
mm,
that money will not even be able to solve.
mm,
So, I mean, that's how life is, and we should just accept it as you. That's the principle of life.
mm,
So we
mm,
just have to
mm.
accept it.
Okay, that's. Hope you are learning. On this program, you learn, you unlearn, you
You
relearn,
relearn.
you learn,
You learn,
you
learn.
relearn. So now let me ask you this question. And you said if you were to be hacked like 10 years ago, you wouldn't
Yes.
even dream of even become a music minister.
I ain't gonna do music.
Ah. So what changed your mind?
Honestly, before that time, we've been a child of God. So, I mean,
Are you
um,
sure?
yes, I am a shackle. Let me teach you a song.
Okay.
Waiting be your identity. I am a child of God.
Hey,
You know,
see
our
voice, so God doing.
identity as, believers is just to be children of God wherever we are. You understand? And that's the reason why let your light so shine before men. So it will get to a point in life where people will say, when the apostles in the Bible, oh, let me not go into the Bible.
Go
So
go
go
deep,
deep,
sir.
daddy. Okay. So when the apostles were behaving like Jesus,
Mm,
they saw them and they said, these ones are Christ-like.
mm-hmm.
Then they can be called Christians. That
Christians.
is where the word Christian came from.
Wow.
So when you
Rema.
go out, to showcase your father's, you are just a replicate of who Jesus is. So
Mm,
when you show out to showcase that, people will say, he's a child of God. So back to the question you asked. So we've been children of God, we've been in church and all these things, and you know,
choir, part of choir.
choir. Hey, I did choir very well. I did, and we learnt music the way we're supposed to learn it.
Mm,
So, but we never knew we're going to do music as a
a
as a
profession.
as a profession. You understand? So, at the time we're just in choir, we're just ministering and all these things, and we actually went to a program. That was when the pastor was preaching. So I'm a very jovial person. I was just joking with my friends. I said, okay, Malawaju. So the pastor was calling people that would really love to work for God out. So now I was like, work for God. Because at that time, we were already in a ministry.
Okay.
So it was just like somebody from the church, has a ministry. So
Yeah, yeah,
he just brought everybody together, and
together.
everybody were just like, let's do this thing. We're just catching fun with it. It
Mm,
wasn't like we're
something
getting
serious
money. No,
like
no, no,
that.
no. So we're doing that. We've been doing that for 4 years. But I knew in that ministry, if they really want to pick one, two, three people, they will pick myself, my brother, and I have a sister. So they will just pick us. If they want to pick three people to go anywhere, they will pick us. So we've been doing well from there. So when the gift of Apala came, it just started suddenly. I'm honest with you. If I was just joking with the gift, I was just playing. It's just like you talking to me, and I'm like, hey, oh yeah, king of king, chef. So my friends were like, Akpala lon koyi. I mean, this is Akpala. I said, what's Akpala? The only Akpala I know is Insha Oluwa Koseni Toye. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like I told you, like, it wasn't really a music we were familiar with. It
We
wasn't something we sing in church every time. So that was how we prayed, and I just had that confidence that we
you
should
can
start.
do it.
So,
Go,
and that was how we started.
go, go,
We're just
go.
going, and God has really been helping us.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's good. That's amazing.
yeah.
In fact, wow, wow, wow. Um in this music industry,
Okay,
you've been singing like almost 10 years now. Almost or 10 years reggae.
our 10 years concert is November,
Okay.
just 2 months time. So,
Wow.
we'll be doing that in Ibadan actually.
Mm,
So the last one we had was in Lagos. We've done one in July, Lagos. So we always do Lagos and Ibadan actually. So
okay.
it's time for
For
Ibadan.
Ibadan. Wow, wow. We can't wait to know
Yeah,
to
we are
dance
inviting the
and
whole of Ibadan. Gbogbo Ibadan la ń pè.
kò sí problem. Àwa náà a dúró tán, a gallant tán 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 yányán.
Kẹ̀kẹ́.
A gallant tán yányán. Now, when you were about to, do you like your parents? Were they in support of this music ministry from the scratch,
Eh,
or they were like, ṣé ẹ mọ nǹkan tẹ́ ń ṣe ṣá? Iṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run tẹ́ ń ṣe nílé yìí, ṣé ní church ṣé kò
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 tó
kò
ni.
tó ni?
Like I said earlier, I was actually scared to tell my dad. So I didn't let him
Is your
know.
dad a soldier?
He's not a soldier.
Mm.
Let me explain to you. I told you we were in a ministry before.
Yes.
So, but it wasn't really that serious. It was just like a ministry where you are showcasing your talent, and you understand. So we go to minister around. So it wasn't like when we started Apala, it wasn't new to us that we have to minister around anymore. You understand?
Yeah, I get it.
So my mom knew that we started, and my mom had already known my children, especially myself and my brother, he already know we are going to work for God. So it wasn't like they were just expecting that time,
To come.
to come. So my dad, I was scared to tell my dad because at the time, my dad was already losing interest in the one we were. You understand?
Okay.
Because it wasn't like he was losing. It was just like you guys have to go to school. You
Mm.
understand? So that was why I was scared to tell him.
Yeah,
You
àmà
get?
tó fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀.
Atife, we're starting this. So we had already started. I think he had even heard us on radio before he knew. So those times, whenever we are going for programs, so he will just think we are going for program, with that other ministry. So it was just like very soon you guys will leave that place. You will go
Mm.
to school and all those things. So
Mm.
that was how it was. And when he knew, funny enough, he was very, very happy. In
Mm.
fact, I don't think there's anybody that prays for us presently more than my dad.
Wow.
I'm serious.
Wow.
I hear him pray and I hear our name and I'm like, this is the man I was scared to tell.
Mm.
So it's been an amazing journey with our parents.
Wow. 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 There are some people that any gift or talent they have, like
Mm,
they their parents are not always in support of it. They'll be like, no,
yes.
no, no. I want you to go to school, study law, study doctor, study blah blah blah. Like,
And
no, this.
honestly, I'm sorry. I want to say something. I really want to encourage parents.
Mm,
Allow your children to be useful.
mm-hmm,
As early, even if your house is far, when they call choir practice in church, allow them to do it. You never can tell. Because our parents allowed us to be, we are very useful in church. I mean, so myself, my siblings, everyone, even our friends, because we are useful, they also became useful. Because whenever you are looking for us, we are at rehearsal. So
mm,
you have to come to the rehearsal. So indirectly, you are going to also join,
mm,
the rehearsal.
mm,
So just allow your children to be very useful for God. You never can tell. You
mm.
never can tell, honestly. Because we were very useful for God, starting the ministry was not really hard for us. Because nothing was really strange to us anymore. So we're just catching fun with it and enjoying it.
So with what you've been saying so far, you were the one with the vision. So,
Yes.
and then you showed it to your brother. You explained
Yeah.
it to your brother,
It
and
wasn't even my brother alone. I showed it to my brother and like 6 other friends.
hmm,
So we play ball together. I just
okay,
told them we're starting this, and they're like, I mean, that everybody will say, I mean, even those people that doesn't want to be in, you shall say you are in.
yeah, you know.
So, so I remember that our first program we were hit on the stage. So it was a very funny moment. very very funny moment. So you know, if some of us did not even wear some of the guys,
Mm.
because we were ministering before, so we know how
To
to
dress, to
dress.
do and everything.
So, but some of them were like, they just, if I we have to say, okay, everybody, bata. Because ele work any different Ankaras. We told ourselves, what the best Ankara, wardrobe we in for this ministration. So, when we went there, and it was very, very funny. I mean, they are still our friends, we're cool, but Ogun they share for Ogun
No,
Odun.
yeah,
So it just
yeah.
got to a point. This
Okay.
one had to go to school. This one had to relocate.
Mm.
This one just feel like, okay, this is not my thing. You get, so I mean, everybody were just getting their ways along the way. But we're
But
all cool.
for the fact that they actually supported you from the scratch, they never
Yes.
discouraged you.
No.
That is a very, how can I even put
Eboleo.
Torí èmi ever since you started your music industry, like, is the music industry the same way with the way you started? Like, maybe in the music industry, maybe they used to share biscuits. Now, I'm just giving an instance, like, for you to
Yeah.
get the into of the question I'm asking. Like, now,
If
are they still sharing the biscuit, or, like, I'm just asking that question.
honestly, this is a very funny question, and I really appreciate you for asking this question. Uh, the music industry is not the same way. Personally, I wouldn't really want to speak about um gospel alone.
Mm.
We do music. Either you're doing gospel or whatever.
Or
You are sure
gospel.
doing you are doing music. So the music industry is not really the way it used to be then. I can remember our first program, we were just given snacks. You understand? So, and we were very, very okay. I mean, Nigeria was good then now. Nigeria was very, very good. But now, if you need money to do a lot of things.
Hmm.
You need money to do a lot of things. No, it's on. Then the young men at the time, they may not really, it's cool. Everybody, let's just go. And there are some things we can't do anymore now.
Hmm.
You understand? So it's really not the same way. Even the industry per se is not the same way it used to be. At the time they were selling disc now. Now you can't sell disc again.
Hmm.
So you have to put your songs on streaming platforms now.
Hmm.
So I
Hmm.
mean a lot of things has changed, and a lot of things has changed. I mean the musical instruments, the musical the progression of music now has changed. You understand?
Hmm.
So I mean things are a lot of new artists are on board now. I mean different things now. We are now in the era of Alujo.
Hmm.
You will
Hmm.
say the Alujo now. They don't do it then. They don't do it then. So I mean things has really changed. But I mean Ayen Lo Anton on.
Normal. And then, in your kind of unique style of your song, like,
Okay.
how do you how can I put the question, like, your kind of song, how
Okay.
do you how do you follow with the trends, like, now, your songs is not this normal praise and worship, not
Yeah.
this normal Yoruba praise and worship progression and
Mm,
everything. Your own is, yeah, the one that know how to sing it. I mean, I don't know how to sing it. Me,
yes.
I don't
And
have the
I
gift
will
to.
teach you before we go.
No problem, no problem. I'm ready to learn. So, like, how do you follow with the trends? Like, how do you input all those trends
Mm,
with your
you
songs
know,
and everything?
honestly, I really appreciate you for this question. Honestly, I you
Say that
know
again.
I really appreciate you for this question. I for us to be singing Akpala, this is the truth. Anybody that is singing Akpala
Mm.
from 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 Babatunde Musili Ushola that is singing, I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
secular
Mm.
Akpala music, you can't sing Akpala and not be intelligent. I'm honest with you. Like I was telling you, people that are singing praise and worship, you have thousands of songs to sing on stage. But if you are singing Akpala, number one, you have to have the talent
Mm.
to be able to use the voice. And number two, you have to be able to compose songs.
Mm.
We've been to a place where they said, this place, they don't speak Yoruba, you have to sing in English.
Ah.
Wala de, Akpala. So that now for anybody that can't compose or you are not that intelligent, you will not be able to cope on that kind of stage. You
Mm.
understand? So for us, honestly, I would glorify God for the gift.
Mm.
The gift in us is really natural. I have tested it most of the times and I realize this gift is truly there. It's
Ability,
truly
others
there.
ability.
Honestly, it's truly there. It's truly there. We don't need to, most times, we don't even need to. Like, we are working on something now to be out very soon. I mean, When you hear it, will be like Shakpalare. So God has really helped us to, modify the music. You understand? So a kind of music that will be acceptable by the young ones, and
Mm.
the older ones will not be left out too.
It won't make any sense when you are being invited to a particular program or show. I'm not even talking about music now. I'm talking about maybe as a presenter,
Yeah.
public speaker, whatsoever,
Mm.
and then you are trying to address the crowd, and you see that everywhere is just quiet,
Quiet.
and the kind of quietness that is at that moment is not about being listening attentively or trying to get what you are, but you see that it's kind of awkward, and you be like, what? Like, are
What?
you saying rubbish? And you
Yeah,
are
you
confident
get
with what you are doing, you
the
understand? So that's the reason why I asked that question.
yes.
This, maybe the let me give you instance of this Bidemi Oloba, G
Mm,
Praise, and Ola
mm,
Best, and so on. They can go with the flow. So I'm
yes.
kind of like, it's not easy
Honestly,
for
yeah.
Akbala.
Before it is not easy, but now it's really easy. It's really easy. We were at a program at Jabu, CAC Babalola's camp
Mm,
along Accra. So on Friday, and people were very, very surprised. The way we have, switched the Akpala to a foreign Akpala music.
mm.
So there is nothing any Alujo musician wants to do that we can't do in Akpala now.
Wow.
In fact, now some of them are even, we go to programs where some of them will say, no, don't call Akpala guys first, oh. Please let us go, because when they go now, people's energy will be reduced when we come up. You
Mm,
understand? So it is
mm,
happening now. So people are like saying, when we come up, you understand, people would have exhausted their energy and
mm,
all those things. So for now, we are just grateful to God. We've been able to, get the music right in such a way that we can carry the young generation along,
mm.
and the
I want
older
to I
ones
want to
too.
I want to learn, sir.
You want to learn?
I want
Don't
to
worry.
learn.
Don't worry. You will collect form.
No problem. Maybe
uh,
after the show. So, okay, that is because seriously, mm, Apala is not an easy,
it's really not an
because
easy.
if Apala is actually an easy song, like, as I am, I should be able to like
Yeah,
sing
just sing it
Apala
anyhow.
like,
And that's the uniqueness of the music.
mm,
You can't just stand up and say you want to be singing
Apala.
Akbala. No, no. But you can just stand up and say you want to be. You don't even need to be. You don't even need to be a music minister before you sing praise and worship.
Mhm, mhm.
But even if you are a music minister, you the number one thing is that before you do Akbala music, you must have the talent. It's not like other music where you can just stand up and be singing
Begin to
anytime.
open your mouth and
But
sing.
Akbala, you need to be very, very intelligent. You need to be able to compose, and you need to have that unique talent.
How do you push yourself creatively? Like, how do you push yourself, you know,
Yeah,
in
I'm a
this?
natural creative. Oh. Irrespective of wherever I am, I can create anything. I'm a me. That's why I said I have tested the gift and I realized confirm version lolo for me.
Hmm, hmm,
I'm honest
hmm,
with you. Confirm version. So I mean, we're just grateful to God. We're grateful because we didn't know it's going to be like this.
hmm,
In fact, we didn't know. I'm sure, and a lot of people we grew up around, they don't even know it's going to be like this. If
hmm.
they knew, they would have done better at the time.
Oh,
So even us, if we knew, would have done better. I wish I had known all these things before. I would have done some things, but yet we are very,
God
very
is
grateful
God
to
is still
God.
helping you,
We are
and
very grateful to God.
that's good. So let me ask you this question: what is the most important lesson you've learned about yourself, like in this your music thing? Like,
Honestly, I am still learning, but there is one major thing I have learned, and that God has, proven Himself, is that see, allow God to lead you in whatever you're doing.
hmm,
See, many people are getting this thing wrong. If you allow God, see some of the blessings you are getting,
Mm.
if you allow God more, you realize that Ifetohprecious Wakoni, God would have done it in a miraculous way.
It will even shock you.
It will shock you how God will do it. See, we've been okay. Let me give you an instance. Do you know we recently we went to minister in a place where there are over 15,000 people there. It will shock you that when you on a normal as a musician or as a creative, you will think the way you will be blessed here.
Mm.
I mean, monetarily, the welfareism, you will think this place will be very better.
Mm.
Humanly thinking,
Mm.
and we later went to a place 2 days after where the members are not even more than 100. They did far, far, far better
Better
than.
than the
So
15,000
now,
people.
as a human being, you'll be thinking, Bibi by Shere, you will be calculating it in your head.
Mm.
You
Mm.
can't calculate God's blessing. You
Mm.
can't tell
Mm.
how God will do it. That was why Jesus, he knew in the Bible, he knew that he was still going to raise Lazarus.
Mm.
But Martha and Mary, they didn't know. So Jesus knew. So they were thinking he was supposed to come on that day to raise him up. They never thought somebody can die for 4 days and be raised. You understand? So
God
and
shocked them.
he shocked them. And you can check the Hebrew boys still in the Bible, Shadrach, Meshach, when they
Mm.
were thrown into the blazing furnace. Even them, I'm sure they would have been praying that God, let this king change his mind.
Mm-hmm.
But when they got to the point of judgment, they told the king, see, our God is capable of saving us. And
Mm-hmm.
if he doesn't save us, no, so be it.
Mm.
So that is how God works. He works in miraculous way. If you allow God to lead you, oh, you will not miss. See, you will meet. God told me at some point in my life that even if you meet Tinubu, never think Tinubu is your helper.
Mm.
Even if you meet the most richest person in this life, never in your life think I can raise angels that will come like men to you
Mm.
and do more than what Tinubu will do.
Mm.
So don't put your hope in men. In all your way, the Bible says in Psalm, it says, lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him and he will direct your path.
Mm.
If you allow God to direct your path, you will get it right. That thing, I didn't know this thing early. So we've met a lot of people in our life. We always think, this person can be your helper. But when I got to that realm,
Mm.
I grab it. So that's why, as I am like this, kì í ṣe pé bóyá èèyàn jọ mí lójú, but I
Mm.
don't see everybody as my helper. I just believe when God is ready to do it,
God
at
will
the
do
right
it.
time, He will do
Mm-hmm.
it.
You do it. Yeah,
He
yeah,
will do it.
yeah.
Just put God first in whatever you're doing.
Mm.
He will
Nothing,
guide you.
nothing is actually true because there are some people that you place your focus on them that okay, oh, anytime
Yes,
I need something, I can just call them, and
they will
you
shank
realize
you.
that in fact they will not
They
they
will,
will
they will, they will
100%
cut your leg.
disappointment. In
Yeah,
fact, so
that's how life
at
is.
that time, in fact, you won't be able to cry. You will weep
Yes,
like instead of a
crying.
drop to there will be rivers. There will be rivers of
Rivers will be,
water.
it will be flowing.
It will be flowing like you'll be like
Yeah, no.
God.
And one
Why?
thing is that one other thing I've learned in life that too much of expectation will lead to disappointment.
Yes. Oh
When
God.
when you expect
Are you learning? Are you learning? Are you
so when
hey.
you put
This is
your
the
too much
rivers. This is the rivers now. The river. This is the rivers of knowledge. Are you drawing
of
waters?
Gabiem.
Yeah.
So
So
I mean that's how life is. She just put God in everything we're doing. He will do it.
apart from music, is there any other thing you do? Like work?
I'm a creative director and I'm a graduate of agricultural extension and management. So I deliberately I don't do I just when I was in school I told myself that I'm not going to do the physical agriculture.
Mm.
So because it's stressful, because I realize the people that are making money in agriculture,
Mm.
they are not the ones going to the farm.
Mm-hmm.
They are the ones,
They're employing laborers.
they just, in fact, they will even allow you to rear whatever livestock you want to rear or
Mm.
cultivate whatever plants you want to cultivate. And they just come to you and tell you how much is everything on your
Mm.
farm. 1 million, don't worry. So they will go back and exchange it and they will get like 7 times profit. And that is
Mm-hmm.
how Dangote is one of the richest person. He just go to the farmers.
Mm.
Those people, they don't really need millions. They just want to get their own input. Not forget into one
Mm.
after
Oh,
two.
after stressing, yeah,
So
rah, rah,
I mean I'm into agricultural extension. So and I'm a creative director. I help people, manage a lot of things, productions, programs, um, many things. Honestly, even it got to a point I was even tired. Like I'm like I want to drop
some
some things
things.
because the music is getting overwhelming. Like we are getting more engaged, and we're grateful to God. Sha.
Hallelujah. So now, if I have a land that I want to, like, maybe you can come and test the sand.
Don't
Maybe
worry.
the sand is okay for the kind
Yes.
of fruits or
Fruits you
whatever
want to
thing that I want
plant.
to plant. So
Yes.
I can give you a
Don't
call.
worry. Can give me a call. I'll pick your call.
Aw. So please don't forget to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend to like, to share, and to follow this amazing program. You cannot only be the one that is learning from this program. Try to share it to another person.
Enemies.
To your enemies.
Share it to your
To your
enemies. Those people you are fighting with, share it to them.
share it to them. Let them grow too.
There is
Let
love in sharing.
of course, of course, of course. So let me ask you this question.
Okay.
Um, are there some kind of special trainings like
Okay.
for your kind of song style?
That's like I said earlier. I said if you want to, I've seen people will call me and they will say they want their children to learn what we are doing, and most times I don't really respond because I feel like, does this child really truly wants to learn this thing? So let the child get to the point of conviction where he's like, or she's like, I really want to do this thing, and because I really don't have time, you understand. And most, I just feel like it must be something you are called into.
Hmm.
So, but for me personally, I told you we've learnt music very well growing up. So we've done Oliver to Cavalry, we've done Judas Maccabees. For those people that knows music, you will know this is one of the toughest music, performance you can do. So, and we understand all the do's and the re and the means of music. So for us, it wasn't really hard. So it was even easy for us to bring that into
Into it.
the Apala music. So except for some of our guys that we bring in, we just try to, like, this is how you would do it, this is how you do it. So, and but for people that really wants to train from us, I always want them to, you will get to a point where you truly want to do this thing.
Hmm.
I mean, you are truly convinced, and that is when I tend to people.
What is the most challenging part of composing? Okay, let me ask, do you compose songs? You compose songs.
Yes, I do.
Hmm.
I do.
So what is the most challenging part of writing and composing new songs?
See, the most challenging part is that that's why I tell people you must have experience. You can't write. Let me give you an instance. There is Shola Listen. There is Tope Alabi.
Hmm.
There is Goke Bajawa. I'm sorry, I might be wrong, but I don't think there are people in the Yoruba music that compose more than these people.
Hmm.
I might be wrong, but I just think you can't count 5 people in Yoruba music
Hmm.
that can compose more than these people. And how are they able to compose well? It's because they have that life experience to bring those, revelations out.
Hmm.
So, that's why when you are going through some things at a certain time, it is not only for you. The challenges you are going through in your life, yeah, it might be okay. Let me tell you a song that Shola listens on, and sometimes when I'm listening to the song, I'm like, this person must have gotten to a
In
point in
rem.
life.
Hmm.
Okay, uh, ìgbà mìíràn ó máa ń ṣe mí bíi kí n padà sẹ́yìn. And for everybody, I don't care whatever profession you are doing, it will get to a point where you are thinking, should I stop? Should I continue going? I mean, ṣebí mo débí láì sẹ́nìkan tó dì mí lọ́wọ́ mú. You will know that kind of person have gotten to a point where people have let her down
Hmm.
and God decided to pick her up. So you must have the experience to be able to compose songs.
What's your best memorable performance? Like, when you started your music, can you just give us some just short story about
Ah,
your maybe
memorable.
your first or second performance, or like that you
Okay,
can never forget?
I can't forget. Okay,
Mm.
okay, memorable performance does not mean it's the best performance.
Mm.
It's just like the most memorable
Like, yeah.
that I can never forget. Honestly, I'm a very detailed person. I know most of it, although I might have forgotten some places we've been to. But I mean, I know if we've been here before, I know. So, and sometimes when we're ministering, it's hard for me to just think of, okay, the one I can't forget in my life was when we were in Lagos and we are trying to come back to Ibadan. And there was this long traffic around Bega. So we had to trek. You know when they say you will go far in life?
Mm.
Tí wọ́n dẹ̀ sọ bóyá mọ́tò ló máa kẹ́kẹ́ go far bẹ́ẹ̀ sẹ́, we went far. Oh, àárín jọyàn. Ìrìn tá àárín. You know there was hold up, so there was no bus, there was no car. We trek to the point that when we took Mowe Ibafo, it was only 15 naira we had to pay. So for you to know the extent of how much we, so I can't forget that program. And there is another one in Lagos too, where we're coming back to Ibadan, and you know, a thug, just stretched forth his hand to the car. And Ode move forward. So what if he So I can't forget. So I can't forget in my life. So we had just finished the VG and we're in the car, we're going to Bega, from Bega to Ibadan. And it was a private car though. So, and all I went to Joko Siwaju, we just finished VG. Boya want to be. I mean, it was not really, I want me go, or buru. So I can't forget, those ones are always in my head. And there are a lot of things, there are a lot of programs. I mean, if you thought to share that, if you want to share that, you can't forget. So you just keep moving. There are a lot of things.
So apart from music, apart from your agricultural stuff, apart from productions, apart from what other hobbies like do you find yourself doing?
If I'm not into music, I will be a footballer.
You love football.
I play football. I love football. Until now, I still love football. I love football so much. If I'm not doing music, me, I would have traveled now. I would have been playing football. Honestly, yes, because I just feel like it is something I love. Even till now, I still love football. I watch football very well, but I'm not just. People are always doing things in excess, like too much of things. But I'm a very balanced person with my hobbies, and I love to. I love watching football. I love, listening to music. And sometimes I love to swim too. I just feel like swimming, I'll go to swim. Yes, I do. I mean, I just do random things. I'm a very, and I love to watch podcasts on YouTube.
me ask this question too. How do you handle criticism and negative, um, feedbacks from maybe your
from people.
people, from people? No, your people can actually criticize you, but how do you handle all those negative stuffs like from people?
Honestly, even your people can do so. Because àwọn èèyàn Jésù náà àwọn náà kàn mọ́gi. You
Mm,
understand? So, but for me, criticism is just normal. It's normal. That's why I said they are part of the elements for greatness. Let them criticize you so that even you yourself, orí àpè to know that àwọn èèyàn fẹ́ jẹ́ kí n ṣubú o, so mi gbọ́dọ̀ ṣubú.
mm,
That will strengthen you more to keep going. Because
mm,
when you look back and you see that, àwọn tó fẹ́ fi mí ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ pọ̀,
mm.
it will help you to keep doing more. So I
Give
feel
you the
like
morale.
that's why I said it is part of the element for greatness.
Mm,
So challenges, critics from people. I mean, when you are just down sometimes. So that's why I love this word catharsis. Catharsis is when you just sit down and you
mm,
feel like I want to cry today. I want to pour out all the burden in my heart.
mm,
So, but when people are, doing catharsis, àwọn èèyàn máa ń rẹ́wọ̀n lẹ́kún. Like I was telling somebody yesterday, I said, ẹni tí èèyàn ẹ̀ kú, tẹ́ ń rẹ̀ lẹ́kún pé má bínú. No, ẹni tí èèyàn ẹ̀ bá kú máa sunkún.
mm-hmm,
So, leave them, let them mourn. Even the Bible says, ẹ bá wọn mourn.
mm,
Let them mourn. So, tó bá kàn ti ṣe díẹ̀ tó bá ti mourn tán, then you cheer them up. So, what I'm trying to say is that, criticism and whatever it is, they are part of life. For me, I don't even listen.
mm,
If somebody like me is listening to criticism, what should Dr. Alabi do?
mm.
So what should Shola listen do? Somebody that has sung a lot of songs. I'm using these people as references so that
Yeah.
people will be able to, know them. Because when this kind of people, the things they've been through in life, how would somebody be singing gospel music and people will gang up and say, Kò dárúkọ Jésù?
Mm,
So I mean, Dr. Alabi, kò fẹ́ jẹ́ kí lágbájá ṣoríire ni, those kind of things, they are just people will say a lot of things. They will even bring out stories that are not yours. They can
mm-hmm,
say, ó ti ṣe kinní kan rí,
mm-hmm.
ó ti ṣe gbá kan rí.
Bloggers.
Bloggers will just want to sell their page and, just to make people engage people in their pages. And so a lot of things, even I still tell our guys, like, tó bá tún yá, wọ́n tún ṣe sọ èyí
Dojú bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn
tó
lọ.
jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. You just keep moving. You can't even correct everything. Just keep moving. Tó bá yá, um, everybody máa dákẹ́.
Mm,
So, I
mm,
mean,
mm.
that's how it
So now
is.
let me ask you this interesting question. So how do you maintain your celebrity life? Like can
Okay.
you can you just tell us how you maintain your celebrity life now and how your life was then before this celeb thing?
Honestly, see, it's very hard. I will not lie to you. Even though we've not gotten, to some of the, you know, the to the peak we really want to get to, it's even hard. And I'm even scared for that moment.
Hmm.
I'm really scared. I will not lie to you. You know, many people did nobody that is great in this life that will not have their low time. It will come. So how do it will get to a point where you can't even the things you love to do normally. I
Mm,
told you I used to play football. I can't really do it anymore freely
mm, mm,
because
mm.
you can't
You can't just go to a
you
random
can't just
field
go to
and
a
say, "Oh
random
yeah,
field
I'll
and say,
pass
yeah, I'm
it,
going to
see
play
me."
ball. You
Mm.
understand? In
They'll
fact,
be like,
sometimes
"Hey!"
you have to use your face cap, wear nose marks sometimes for people not to because and there are a lot of how do I put it? Social expectations that people are just expecting you. Like,
Mm,
you have friends,
mm-hmm,
you have people. And imagine when you are a creative and people are getting to know you, it means you will know a lot of people.
mm,
This one is doing wedding, she wants you to be there. This one is doing birthday, she wants you to be there. This one is doing so you
mm,
can't combine all these things. When you are not able to meet up for one person, the
mm,
person is angry.
mm-hmm.
So it's
They
a
don't
life
become
of
enemy like that.
in fact, it's a life of even some family members. You understand? I've seen, let me give you an instance. Dr. Yinka Ifele's brother was to get married. So we were there. The wedding, for him to be able to attend, the wedding had to be done on weekday. They
Mm,
can't do it during the weekend. Because imagine Dr. Yinka Ifele is your brother, Omo
mm,
Iyae,
mm,
and you cannot, he's not present in your wedding.
mm,
And that's one of the, and it will shock you that immediately after the wedding, he had to rush down to Kogi.
mm,
So that is how it can be. So it is kind of challenging. So and that's why I told you, anybody that will be, if you want to be a celebrity, be ready for it. Oh. Money, you will
Mm.
spend a lot of money.
Mm.
Yes, the area boys will see you. They will collect. They don't even. People don't care, even if you collect money at that place or not. Once you appear like this, everybody wants to. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. You can't do the things you really want to do. You can't just step down and you can't just say some things. You can't
You can't
just.
just be going and just see random
Mm,
groundnut seller and just
you
gonna
can't just eat
or
agbado
corn
on. Yeah, you understand. These are normal things. Like these are just normal things you can
that
do.
you can do,
You
yeah.
understand. So
But
I mean,
at that time, you just drop. You look left and right, and
somebody
you be
can
like,
snap you
now.
and just you a lot of things. You can't just see anything
And all those
anyhow.
bloggers, they are, in fact, they are really crazy.
They
Let me
are
just use
ready
that word
for you.
crazy.
They are
They
just ready
cannot
for you.
snap you, and they'll not be like, look at
You know,
this,
like Baja
the top
eating
rising
Guinea.
Guinea corn that is eating. Poverty is
And now there
Guinea
is
corn.
AI now. They
Mm-hmm.
can they can
In
they
fact,
can change anything. They can just put you there and
see, the world is really revolving
yes.
so fast
And
that there are some
it's really
things that
crazy.
there's
It's
some things
crazy.
that can be used against you, and you'll be like, you can just wake up in the morning and just be like,
Should I maybe
Shay
this?
Emily, what's going on? Like,
Yes now. So
in
and
fact,
that is
it's really
you
crazy.
can't do random things. I mean, and it's really is a lot. I'm honest with you. You know, the church we grew up,
Mm.
top BYC and everything. You can't just go there randomly. You can't just do some things. And even in churches, people are not making social gatherings comfortable for celebrities. Everybody is just. If you do this way, they will say Oshebai.
Mm.
If you do that way,
No, so
they will
bad.
say Oshebai. So, I mean, is BBO is a member of my church. Sometimes you will not even know he's in the church because he can just go and sit down somewhere he can be seen because he will not be able to be himself.
Mm.
Everybody is looking towards that side. If I tell you where I sit in the church, I sit at a corner in the church because I mean it's a lot. It's a
Mm,
lot.
mm,
But
mm.
we are grateful to God. He will
Hallelujah.
just keep helping. That is the
Mm.
life. But as a celebrity too, don't let it get to you.
Yeah, yeah.
Try to be free with people too,
Mm.
so that you will not be too boxed into
Mm.
that
They'll call it
mentality.
pride and everything.
Don't just be free with people so that nǹkan tó yẹ kó jẹ́ tó yẹ kó máa tìyàn lójú á di nǹkan tó yẹ pé èèyàn free láti ṣe. Like
Mm.
when you see people before kan tó sweat kan tó um, box ẹ into celebrity box, ìwọ gan tètè unbox ààrẹ. Like
Mm.
be very free with people, play with them so that in that kind of gathering you will not be too cold. I don't know
Mm.
if you get what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, I understand.
So when you see area boys, tètè kí wọn fún rẹ gan èèyàn máa yé alpha that kind of a thing so that you will not be boxed into the cell because you will not be comfortable and that's the
Mm.
truth.
Mm.
You will not be able to do things people are doing. They will be doing program. You will not be able to step out.
In fact, there will be some dressing expectation that they will expect you to.
Exactly. That's you get it.
You
You will
can't
not.
just
You can't just
wear
wear
random
boxer
shorts
and
and
say you are going
any
out. You
boy.
understand? I love to watch, but when you're watching football, it's always sweeter
Mm.
when you are in the viewing center.
Mm-hmm, no.
So now you can't
You'll be
do
able
all
to
those
knock someone
things.
head that is
And
blocking.
you understand, you'll be
Able
able to
to.
shout,
Mm,
Kobe,
eh,
I'm a video,
mm-hmm.
that kind of a thing.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you
yeah.
can't do that like that anymore.
Yeah, I
But
understand.
me, I've tried to position my life in a way whereby whatever I'm doing, people are not going to add any meaning to it.
To hit,
You
wow.
understand? To just be like something you're freely doing. I mean, even if you shout, even if you are eating or whatever, they will not read any meaning to it.
Mm,
Or if you say you are not eating at a place, they will not read any meaning to it. And
mm.
as somebody that is known, you can't just be eating anyhow too.
Anyhow, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
get so
You have to respect,
and
have the
you
self
might be
respect.
hungry, but you
Mm,
can't do these things anymore. So it
mm,
comes with a lot of challenges. But well, Oluwasholododo.
Glory be to God. So, how do you connect with your fans? Like, is there any gatherings, social gatherings, maybe you create for your fans and everything?
Honestly, I'm a very free person. Even though sometimes I might be busy to respond and everything, but one thing I ensure is that even if we're having a program in Lagos, even if we're having it in Ibadan, I always create time to if you see the way we go into the congregation to greet people, because sometimes you will not know this person is there. You will
Hmm.
not know your old friend of 12, 15 years is in that program,
Hmm.
and they will not be able to come and meet you where you are. So, but when you are able to be free with people, and you know, I mean, we always try. So, like yesterday, one of our fans put to bed Obi Beji. I tried, even though it was hard to be there. So I mean, is that's why I said it's always coming with a lot of challenges, but you will just try. That's the life you are living. So is
Mm.
it that you go back or you stay there? So pick
Mm,
one.
mm,
So you
mm-hmm.
just try to maintain the position you are.
Yeah, yeah. That's that's great. Because you need to, if you are not free with people, if you don't connect with people,
Yeah.
you'll be left alone and you
Yes.
will not even know.
You will not know. That's it. And the truth about creatives is that utilize your time very well.
Mm,
That
mm,
thing is important.
mm,
Utilize the time very well. When you are shining,
mm.
Obe said, "Báyé bá ń fẹ́ ọ, kó rọra." Ṣé Obe ló kọjá? Ayé ò fẹ́ ní fọ̀rọ̀ àforí ẹni. So the word I'm using there is báyé bá ń fẹ́ ẹ.
Mm.
Ìwọ náà tread gently. You understand? So be free with people. Don't be too,
Uptight.
because they can save you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ọjọ́ tó máa ń rán olè wá sí ẹ, ó lè jẹ́ olè lẹ́nu, lágbájá lẹ́ni kí n lọ ṣe nǹkan báyìí fún mi ní ṣe. You
Mm,
understand? So
mm,
be friendly. Be friendly. That's how it
mm.
is.
So now, can you just tell us just a little secret about to stay relevant in this music industry? At least you've been long in this music industry, and for the upcoming.
Number
So,
one, don't leave God. Sí ẹ ẹni tó jókòó níbi kọ̀kọ̀ ọ̀gá ògo ní àmọ́ agbé lábẹ́
Lábẹ́
òjìji
òjìji
olódùmarè.
Olódùmarè,
So tó
yeah.
bá ti rọra wà lábẹ́ òjìji yẹn,
Mm.
you know you are covered.
Hmm.
Don't leave God. Number one. And number two is that I tell people, see, beyond your talent is just 1%. Grace and mercy is 99%.
Hmm.
So àwọn tó mọrin kọ jù ẹ lọ, wọ́n wà
Mm-hmm.
ní fẹ́ pọ́n kàn ṣe choir, ẹlòmíì kò ṣe choir. So, and just ensure, and even though your talent is 1%, make sure you are doing better. See, there are times you will just keep rehearsing. The programs are not coming, the platforms are not coming. Just ensure that you are how do I put it?
You are
You are
fully ready. You are
preparing
charging
yourself.
yourself.
Yes. So when that opportunity comes, you'll be able to align with it.
Hmm.
You understand? So make sure, I tell people, tí nǹkan tó bá lòun ṣe, make sure pé ó dá níbẹ̀.
Hmm.
Dá. Though no, dídá ẹnìkan ò lè gbé ẹ débẹ̀. But ọjọ́ kan àti ẹ̀ pé ó ṣáà máa ràn ẹ́ lọ́wọ́.
Hmm.
You understand? Tó bá dá, and you just keep praying to God to add His mercy and His grace to it. See, the center of everything is don't shall leave God.
Hmm.
Honestly, He knows how to orchestrate, and make sure you are doing the right thing.
Hmm.
Make sure. So before you start anything, make sure
Think
you've
about this
gotten
very well.
the
This
right,
conviction.
yes, the conviction from God. Is this my part? Tó bá jẹ́ irú ni, just go and mo ti rẹ́ni tó fi ògì kọ́lé.
The
Mo rí.
Akara.
So, and mo dẹ̀ ti rẹ́ni tó jẹ́ pé iṣẹ́ olówó ńlá ó gba sálárì ńlá
Mm-hmm.
kò dẹ̀ tí ì rí lẹ́ra.
Hmm.
So just make sure you are in your part. It will be easy. It will be
So,
easy.
yeah. So, what advice can you give to the upcoming music artists?
Follow process. Don't be too forward. Follow the right process. Kí àwọn òbí ẹ̀ gan jẹ́ ọmọ Dangote. Yà káwọn òbí ẹ̀ jẹ́ Dangote. Try to follow the process. Go through it the way you are supposed to go through it. God is so powerful to make Jesus just come to life. Lọ́jọ́ tí Mary conceive.
Mm-hmm.
But He allowed even Jesus to
Mm.
go through the process of 9 months,
Mm.
to go through the process of being conceived naturally by a woman. He can just, Jesus can just walk up. Ó kàn lè wá èmi ní olùgbàlà, kò sẹ́ni tó bí. But God still choose,
To follow the
to
normal
follow the normal
process.
process. So as human being, follow process. And let me be honest with you, life is not governed by whatever you think it is. It is only governed by principles. There are principles to life. There is time of sowing.
Mm.
There is time of harvest.
Harvesting, yeah.
You understand? So o kàn lè jí lọ́jọ́ kan kó o ga díẹ̀ 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 ni. But if you now choose not to follow process, you
Even Jeshubo no ni. Anjo fai fai.
you will not like it. You will not like the end. Follow process. Kò pẹ́ ojú wa ló ti rí pópẹ́. Bible sọ pé ẹgbẹ̀rún ọdún kan bí ìṣẹ́jú kan lórí lójú Ọlọ́run. So follow process. See, let me tell you, there's a Bible verse I want to say. Ó sọ pé you will drink, the milk of the Gentiles. You will suck the breast of the kings. And for God, He said, I made you. Even before you were formed, I have known you. Follow process. Every young person that is listening to me, follow process. You just know Tokwe Alabi now. You just know Woliagba now. You
Mm.
just know these people now. Follow process. They have serious tourism, and they decided to choose and follow process. That's the reason why they are still relevant to date. A lot of people want to go, want to go on more. Follow process. It will really help you.
Okay, let me quickly ask this few questions, like maybe
Okay.
two or three. So, concerning, you said earlier that you are cooking songs and
Yes.
everything. Yeah. So, when should we be expecting it? Number one.
Before this month end, before October 1st,
Okay, we
it
should be
will be out. So we are dropping a medley. So modernized in this this present
21st century.
taste channel. So we had and our concert 10 years. Fourth man in Furnace the Ibadan edition will be happening in September, in November rather.
November, like the venue,
So
not
yeah, the
disclosed yet.
venue is going to be around Ring Road,
Okay,
but we have not yet disclosed it.
disclosed it. Okay.
It will be around Ring Road, November. Just expect. We are coming like a baga baga
Mm,
baga.
like let me ask this question too. Like, are there some maybe people that you look up to, even though they are not in your unique style of song, but
Okay.
like you look up to them, like I just love the way they sing. I just
There are a lot of people. I'm a secret admirer. I
okay,
just love people secretly, like, and the person may not even know I love. So like, okay, let me start from those people we have relationship together. Wuliagba, I don't know if you know Boys or Law.
yeah.
So I mean, these people, I love them. I watch them secretly, and I love the way they do their things. I I and see me, it doesn't really have to be music alone for me. There are
Mm.
people whose way of life or talent I just love. I want to mention somebody, Pastor Samadi. I love him so much. So there are Pastor Bimini Boda. I love him. These are people. Though they are not in music,
Mm.
I love the way they do their things. Messi Chinwo.
Mm.
I love the way they are modernizing their music.
Mm.
People may not like it and everything, but me. So I have a lot of people like that. I can mention more than 10 people whose way of doing things I admire. I love, even though they are not doing what I'm doing, but I
Mm.
just know one or two things can be gotten from their
From them,
experience, and
yeah. Mm.
and it will just brighten your way too. So I mean, there are a lot of people like I can mention names, but I just don't want to. And you mentioned somebody, Prince Goke Bagyawa. Is somebody I love so much. That's why I said it's one of the um gospel music artists to get with their songs are very, very deep. You
Mm.
know this person, Ogbaorin Latod Olon.
Mm.
Olon didn't know ya gba, ma'am, no.
Mm.
So that's why some of their songs are evergreen.
Mm.
And Shola listen, Topa Labi. You see, I keep mentioning these
Mm.
people. It's
Mm.
because they are
Mm.
very genuine.
Mm.
They are genuine. I'm not gonna lie to you. They are very genuine in their field, and they're very authentic. So I mean, a lot of people like that. There are a lot of people. Mike Abdul, Papi. So big shout out to you, sir. So there are a lot of people like that actually. So and the list is long.
Mm. Mm. In this life, you can't just do things by yourself. There's some people that,
Yes,
you want to learn under their feet. You want to
yes, yes.
secretly, as you've used, like admire them and tap some things from them because
Let me
no one
shock you.
is okay.
Do you know?
Shock me.
I'll shock you now.
Oh, yeah, shock.
Okay. Do you know there was a day we went to a program. Myself and my brother. We went to a program in Lagos only for us to see their setup.
Mm.
I'm honest with you. I've always known Ife Nathan. She's a very sound musician. She's a gospel artist too. So big shout out to you, ma. She's not in US, so she went for a US tour. So we had to leave Ibadan to attend the program in Lagos,
Mm.
just for us to see the setup, the way they start their program. They don't sing praise and worship. You go to I'm just like, must you sing praise and worship
Mm.
to start the program? No, you don't have to. So the way they and it will shock you in Ibadan. Hardly would you find a gospel program, concert where people will still be around till 10 p.m. and still relax as if they are in their house.
Mm.
At that place, 11 p.m., people are still relaxing as if Osonowa. Although you can compare Lagos atmosphere and their way of life to
Ibadan,
Ibadan.
yeah.
But notwithstanding, what are they doing different that we're not doing?
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
understand? So, and we went to Lagos just because of that. I'm honest with you. So, I try to learn from as many people as possible.
You know,
So,
growing is very very
yeah,
important.
important.
You know,
Deserve
because
so.
if you don't want to like pick out pudding,
Yeah,
you just be
you will
stagnant.
be stagnant. That's true.
You can't say simply because, as you have said, that because maybe what I'm doing is not in line with some certain people,
No,
that there's nothing you can learn
no,
from them. It's actually
no.
wrong and not true.
Like I
So
told you, I said that I watch podcasts. I don't think there's any good podcast that I've not watched. I'm
mm,
honest with you. I watch, and it's not like you just watch this one, leave it. I watch, go back to check. It's
learn
just
one or
because,
two.
yeah, people have experiences, and it will shock you what somebody will say, and that is the stage of life you are.
Hmm.
And you need, you just need a solution, an answer, and you just hear it from that person.
Mm,
So
mm, mm,
that's how
mm,
life is. Just keep growing. You just keep learning. Even when the young ones are talking, listen to them.
mm.
And that's one of the problem the old
People.
people in the music industry.
Mm.
That's one of the problem they are having. I tell people, see, life cannot be the same way you were doing it
Of
in your
course,
days.
yeah.
So if you come and say ní ìgbà ayé wa ayé yín ti lọ,
Ó ti lọ o. Ó ti lọ.
new kìíní la wà yìí.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just say Bidemi Olaba cannot leave the stage now. You want to go to the stage and now be singing Eba mi ki Jesu. It's not possible. Somebody that has just drilled the audience.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
People are already hot. They
Mm-hmm.
want somebody that will
Energy.
carry them. So, you know, you just be authentic, sha, and make sure you are following it. Don't be obsolete.
Okay. Thank you. So his brother, yes, immediate. Let me use this word. His immediate
Yes.
brother,
Immediate
like
younger brother.
younger brother. So he's actually here with us online. We are kind of in video call, yeah, because due to some things he couldn't meet up with the program. So you know that, so that we won't be able to your one setting, you understand. So we have to just connect with him, and you love to, just a shout out to your fans and greet the viewers for, just say something.
Yeah, actually, let me come with. Lọ́kàn rẹ̀sẹ̀ mẹ́sàn lọ́rùn, kí lè mú bẹ́wí, yàgá ìsì àpàlà. How are you doing now? Inú mi dùn sí nǹkan. Gẹ̀gẹ́gẹ́. Ẹ̀mí àpàlà iná. May God be with you. Killer we your sin cry.
So thank you for singing. We really love your voice. God, when God was sharing talent, níbo lèmi wà? Níbo lèmi wà? Níbo ni mo wà? So how are you doing? How are you doing, sir?
You were busy about your beauty. That God, oh, I want beauty.
Ah, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Good
And
afternoon. It's nice, to be with you. I'm so sorry I couldn't be there in person. I'm so
yeah,
sorry.
it's understandable. It's understandable.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
And,
Thank you
I, and,
for
I'm, and, I'm,
agreeing to,
and I'm very sure my brother is giving you everything. He's giving you the
In
vibes.
fact, I love his vibes. I love his energy. Like, in fact,
Yes.
I really love his vibes.
He's my
Thank you so
guy.
much.
He's
He's
my
your
guy.
guy.
I trained him.
You
Yo.
trained him. Wow.
I'm a buddy.
Thank you so much once again. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you connecting with us.
Welcome, man.
I can't wait to like see you one on one. I'm very sure that very soon I'm going to, see you and touch the hem of your garment.
No, no problem. No problem. I can't wait to.
Thank you so much, sir. You have a nice day,
Yes,
sir.
ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am. And you too, man. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm your guy. We'll meet.
So that was his immediate. Oh God.
Younger brother, let me finish it for you.
Oh God.
So I honestly, I really want to appreciate this um, setup and establishment.
Thank you so much,
Thank
sir.
you for having us around. And I'm sorry we couldn't make it early. Like
Oh no 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 no.
just last week we were just traveling and everything, and
Mm,
so we're not really set to. So and I don't want to give a time that we would not end up making. I don't like disappointing people. You
mm.
understand? So when I'm committed, I'm committed. So thank you for having us
A,
around.
a very humble man.
Thank you so much for having us around. So I don't worry. The next time we're gonna be coming here, I pray in the name of Jesus, you you'll be like 70 times bigger than this in the name of
Amen.
Jesus.
Hey,
I believe in
believer.
God. And I believe every good things you are aspiring from God in this establishment, the Almighty God will do it. He will
Amen.
send help from Zion. He will send
Amen.
support from Sanctuary. Yeah, He's going to
Amen.
favor you.
Amen.
There are some favor and mercy that are lifetime. I pray
Mm.
that He's going to do it for this establishment.
Amen.
See, very
Amen.
soon, every
Amen.
one of the members of this, establishment, you will start thinking, Kala ti mo gan pé bó ṣe máa rí nìyí, would have put more energy because the way God will. Yes, and I'm telling you from experience, I'm very close to the Ifeles family, and I know when they were about to start the media station, it wasn't like this. Many of those big names that you are hearing from them now, they started from online, and it wasn't looking like it, even though it was known at the time. Kojoba you, but I can tell you now that none of those people, they are all big people now. When I say big people, oh, they are really big people. So I was still at their place yesterday, and each time I'm there, I'm just always glorifying God. Like so, and I know how much God can do for this establishment. A time is coming where they will use this whole area, to call the name of this establishment
Amen.
in
Amen.
Jesus' mighty
Amen.
name. You
Thank
can't
you
get
so
to
much.
challenge now and say you don't know where this particular. I don't want to mention, but I know it will get to a point where God will keep establishing this. He said
Amen.
that we
Amen.
establish the work of your hand. And he said, comma, yes, for you to now be the one talking, now we establish it. And that's how it's going to be in the mighty name of Jesus.
Amen. Amen.
Divine
Amen.
enlargement in the
Amen.
name of Jesus.
Amen.
Thank you
Amen.
so much
You're
for
welcome,
having
sir.
us around.
Now, lastly, please can you just share us your social handles, like
Everywhere, Ogoluwa Guys Apala.
Ogoluwa guys
On
Apala.
Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, on IG, everything Ogoluwa Guys Apala. So
Ogoluwa.
it's just it's not Ogoluwa, it's not 2 0 it's just 1 0. Ogoluwa. So it's not Oluwa, Ogoluwa.
Ogoluwa. Okay.
So and
Okay.
Guys Apala. So GUYSAPALA. So that's it.
Now, please, and is there maybe a kind of business line that you can drop for the people? Maybe they want to book you for an event, they want to communicate with you. Like, is there?
Okay.
If you don't want to, it's fine.
Well, this particular number I'm going to drop in is just going to be for WhatsApp alone. I'm not really a phone
Typing
call
person.
person, like phone call like that.
Okay.
So I can only do phone call very well. See now I'm here. I can't pick any call when I'm here.
Yeah,
So that's how
it
we can
is.
be engaged and everything. So but WhatsApp I will surely respond.
Okay.
So 081
081
36
36
18
18
10
17
31.
31 again.
081
081
36
36
18
18
10
10
31.
31. So
Mm.
please, as I used to tell you, if I thought Precious is telling you now, oh, don't let them call me or message me and tell me that you guys are sending irrelevant messages.
Our mommy is telling you now.
I'm, I'm telling you now, oh,
Yes, so
I'm telling you, don't go. If you want to, just book them for events or program, just go. My name is
so. Come
I
on.
would love to book you for so. Please don't come and say hello, babe. You need come, babe. No, it's very wrong. Oh, don't try it. Oh, don't try it. Oh, please. And there's still an ongoing promo in Gabiam Television Studio for music. Yeah, so gospel music, hip hop, any kind of music. And the studio session is just for 25,000 naira, but we are giving out a discount because the owner of Gabam Television Studio, we are actually in his month. Yes, it's birthday month. So giving
Gang.
out discounts of 10,000 naira per
Wow,
hour.
wow.
Do you understand? So per hour. So if you want to use 3 hours, 4 hours, just calculate it yourself. And also, there's also another opportunity given to us by Honorable Adebas. He gave Gabium Television Media 15 slots for scholarship into Polytechnic of Ibadan. So please, if you're interested, you can kindly message us on the number going on your screen. And if you want to make a shout out to your loved ones, your family, and or place adverts, or you want to sponsor us, we don't
Yes.
mind. So you can chat me up, and please go straight to the point, please. So my number is 08163597285. Once again, 08163597285. Thank you so much, and don't forget to follow Gabiam Television Media on Facebook, on YouTube, on TikTok, and my Facebook account, Ifetohprecious, our page to the top podcast on Facebook too. Please don't forget to like, to follow, and share. And don't forget to follow his social handles too. And don't forget to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend to like, to share, to follow. Keep watching. Till we meet again next week Monday. Before we go, sir, can you at least sing song for us?
Okay, we are in Gabium,
Mm-hmm.
Gabium Television. Okay. Ani Gabium Television, ẹ máa gbọ́ wa, ẹ ti kẹ́kẹ́, ẹ máa wò wá. Original ni Gabium gangan, everybody, ẹ máa gbọ́ wa. Eva, ẹ máa wò wá. Torí pé original ni Gabium TV.
Hey, God well. Ohun ló dùn tó yìí. God well, thank you.
Enjoy.
Thank you so much once again.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
so much.
You're welcome.
In fact, I don't
Thank
know.
you.
I don't know the kind of English I can use to
Thank you for having us
to
around.
appreciate you. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you for having
coming,
us around.
and send my regards
Yeah,
to
sure.
your immediate younger
Brother.
brother.
Thank you. You are in our WhatsApp group.
Thank you so much for coming once again.
You're
And
welcome.
the viewers, thank you so much for always staying by us, to watch to the end. Thank you so much. Till we meet again on Monday, it's still your girl Ifetohprecious. Bring amazing guests